What's going on?
How we doing?
Good, we're doing awesome. This is the Phenotype headquarters. The year is 2022. Been here for 4 months, first office ever. It's cool to kind of see this. I think for some other designers out there can relate. This is where a lot of things start. A lot of people I started above my parents' garage. Then I got an apartment here and we ran anything in an apartment. This is the next step. 2 to 3 months, it's gonna be something different. So, Phenotype, the name, came about, interestingly enough, from the device I used to lucid dream. Every time you have a lucid dream and you record a file, the file is called a phenotype file. So, essentially what a phenotype is a gene expression. It's like your eye color, your hair color. So, a phenotype file from your brain is like, especially if you're asleep, is like the expression of your dream. It's the recorded information from when you're dreaming. So it's like the phenotype of a dream, which is kind of interesting. And I thought the name meshed really well with the whole idea of what fashion is, expression. So that's how that came about.
Can you explain to us what a lucid dream is?
A lucid dream is specifically when somebody becomes aware while they're asleep.
Okay, so tell us about how you dream designs, or how that process goes about.
Great question. It's very difficult. Initially, when I first started doing it, I thought I'd become lucid. I'm just like, I start seeing designs. But it's your mind, the way it conjures things, especially in a dream, is very interesting. You can't, in a lucid dream, say, okay, I want to see a design. It doesn't appear. You have to, I don't know the specific scientific term, but you have to imagine, and this sounds very spiritual, believe that it's going to be behind a door when you open it, or when you turn around, or when you lift up a trunk. Anything that reveals it, you can't already see it. So if I want to come up with a design and I'm lucid, first thing I'll do is I'll evaluate my immediate surroundings. And if I'm trying to test something, if I have like a pre-arranged, I want to test if I can do this or create this, or what happens if I do this, I'll evaluate my surroundings. And if I'm creating something, I'm looking for the closest door or way to turn around and reveal something. You see, the thing about a lucid dream, it's like one of those things that you have to have happen to you before you can really respect how profound it is. A lot of people can say, I fly in a lucid dream, I did this, I hooked up with my crush. The part that is crazy is the fact that your mind can artificially stimulate. Think about this. Your eyes are closed, you're not hearing anything, you're not feeling anything. Artificially stimulate this whole reality, this experience, when no information's coming in. It's creating all this information. That's why I'm so interested in it, that our mind has that power to create an artificial reality on its own. That's why some people are like, are we dreaming right now? I use this word a lot. I use the word disruptive. I'm not a fashion designer. I'm a disruptor. I want to go into an industry or whatever field, and I want to change the way things are done so radically that it's not done that way anymore. This is like the best one I can find. This is an EEG. You could call that a brain-computer interface. It's not. There's two classifications. There's an invasive one and there's a non-invasive. An invasive one, brain-computer interface, is one that's inserted to your head. A non-invasive is one you can wear on it. So let's say this. Let me set up this scenario. I'm asleep and I have Neuralink in my head. Theoretically, if we can identify the neuron group that is associated with lucid dreaming, what fires specifically after studies and tests, we could fire that. Yeah. So when you have devices like Neuralink coming out and this other one called Kernel, which is like the inverse, it's where it's on your head instead of in your head, you don't need to create a device. This is a scenario like Apple iPhone, okay? We're at a very we're kind of at a convergence right now. We're getting ready to make a leap from internet age to internet in our head age. Think of your phone. It's inevitable. More and more, it's going to become attached to us. We're already like a cyborg, you know? We're holding it. So, naturally, as a fashion brand, one of our immediate goals is, what is our tribe? We have to assemble that tribe. We have to have a body. We have to have a body of people that we all create and are inspired from. Because a lot of the people, it's ironic, almost everybody, I think studies said, feels lonely. But we're so connected. I mean, you can call anybody, talk to anybody that you have in your dial, but back then you might have never seen that person again. So we're not lacking connection, we're lacking intimacy. We're lacking meaningful connections with people. And you have to, with fashion is a tool to establish that tribe. So that is one of the immediate goals. 5 years, big picture, Phenotype is going to disrupt the fashion industry. Is it going to be in 1 year? Is it going to be in 5? Doesn't matter. Disruption happens to an industry because it is very patternized. A lot of it is the same. Think of a fashion show. Predict what a fashion show would be like if you saw a fashion show. Models walking on a runway, sitting in chairs, somewhere kind of luxurious. Maybe not, you're just in a setting. You expect all those things. That is very easy to disrupt, to change that pattern, to break it, to implement something new. So Phenotype will first disrupt fashion, but the lucid dreaming, that is going to span so much farther than I can reliably predict right now. We're just experimenting in fashion. It's going to go on engineering, music, design, whatever. But I can't predict that right now.
So Phenotype is its pure goal is exploring the possibilities of lucid dreaming.
That's what we're doing. Our goal is to disrupt. We're a mutation. Okay? We'll see how far it grows.